Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here for another throwback review. And I know you guys are probably getting old of me doing these throwback album reviews over and over, but so far for 2021 it's just been a year so far of bands that I'm not even fucking interested in, so that's why I'm not really reviewing any of their albums, because I'm not into those subgenres of metal or those bands. So just wanted y'all to know that why I've been doing so many throwback reviews. So today we're going to be reviewing metalcore band Killswitch Engage and their album Incarnate. This is the special edition and my favorite version of this album, but like I said before, I don't review bonus material, just standard editions only. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we'll kick off with the review talking about Hate by Design, which is track 2 on the album, second song on the album. Probably my favorite out of the singles. You had some really good singles from this album, don't get me wrong, but Hate by Design is fantastic. I really love that song. It's one of my favorites on the album, and I think it's one of their best songs they ever did in general. Just a really great song. It basically tells the truth about the world, because there's just a lot of people in the world who are full of hate, and they try to bring you down and ruin your life and shit like that. So yeah, you can definitely relate to this song for sure if you're going through all of that in your life. So yeah, Hate by Design, one of my favorites on the album. Definitely a fantastic track. Alright, the next song we'll talk about is Cut Me Loose. This was another single from the album. And now, when I first heard the song, I was thinking this is one of the weakest Killswitch songs of all time. But the more and more I heard it, the song itself grew on me more and more. So that's definitely awesome, because I really like this song as well. So, yeah. Another thing I really liked about Cut Me Loose is near the end of the song, you get these amazing screams from Jesse Leach. Man, what a awesome part of a song, and definitely a great way to close off the track with those screaming and all that. Or great way to almost end off the song by the scream vocals from Jesse. It's definitely awesome. Definitely a great track, and I'm glad that it did grow on me since first hearing it a couple years or so ago. Well, not a couple years ago, about 3 years or so ago, or like that, but you guys probably know what I mean. So yeah, Cut Me Loose is definitely another great song on here. Strength of the Mind, another great song. Quiet Distress, definitely an underrated song. I really like that one. Until the Day was pretty good. It Falls on Me, let's talk about It Falls on Me. I mean, I do like Strength of the Mind, but I wouldn't have much to say about that song, but it is a great song though. So yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about It Falls on Me. Now, It Falls on Me is probably the weakest song on the album, but it still is a great song though. I still do tend to enjoy the song though. So yeah, and the only reason I say it's one of the weaker songs is because it just doesn't grab me as much as a lot of the other tracks on the album. Mainly because it has a lot of clean vocals from Jesse, but I still think it has its unclean vocals as well. But it's just one of the weaker songs on the album, but it still is a good song. So, yeah, not my favorite out of the singles, probably my least favorite out of the singles, but It Falls on Me is still a good track from this album. So, we'll close off with talking about the song Ascension. Now, I've heard people say Ascension is the weakest song on the album, and I'm like, what the fuck are you people even talking about? The song is far from being one of the weakest songs on the album. Like I said, the weakest song on the album is probably It Falls on Me, and that's still a good song. I'm just saying, people saying Ascension is the weakest song on the album, you people need to go back and listen to the song repeatedly if you think it's the weakest song on the album. I'm not being a douchebag, I'm just saying it how it is, because it's not the weakest fucking song on this album. Because I've listened to this album quite a bit, and I know what the weakest song is, and it's definitely not Ascension. So yeah, Ascension is a fantastic song, very underrated, very heavy and aggressive. Definitely some really great riffing there from the members of the band that play the guitars. So yeah, man, don't listen to the critics who call Ascension the weakest song on the album, because it's far from the weakest track on the album. It's definitely a great song, like I said, very heavy and aggressive and underrated, and just a song that deserves way more appreciation than what it gets. So, yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this review and me talking about the songs. So, yeah, let's go and talk about the album overall. So, Incarnate by Killswitch Engage. Sure, I don't think it's in the top three of their albums, but it would be in my top five. So, yeah, I know a lot of the fan base say this is one of their weaker albums, quote unquote, but just because it might be one of their weaker albums doesn't mean it's a terrible album, because this band does not have a bad album in their discography, if you guys know what I mean, because Killswitch Engage is one of the most consistent metalcore bands on this whole damn planet. So yeah, this is not a bad album. Maybe one of their weaker albums, but it still is a damn great album. And like I said before, this is probably one of their best album covers along with Atonement. So yeah, man, this album overall is fantastic. I still enjoy it almost 5 years later, because this album did come out in the year 2016, so it's definitely an album that has gone by really fast in time. It's almost nearly 5 years old since its release in 2016. So yeah, man, this album is amazing. Like I said before, it's not in the top three or anything like that for me, but it is still in my top five among their discography. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think of Incarnate by Killswitch Engage and all that good stuff. And I apologize if this review wasn't very good. But other than that, though, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.